This is Bird Maniac and welcome to my channel. If you're just starting out with Arena Breakout Infinite on PC, I'm not sure if it's the same on mobile or not, so we're going to do the PC version. I thought I would show some of the basic overall things that make it a little easier, because it can be a little overwhelming when you first start. When you first open up the game, the first couple of things you can see, I'm already up there, but when you first start in, you'll see the same thing. You'll have a world chat and a friend chat down here. And then over here on this side, you have your profile, and if you click that, it'll tell you what level, your total stored value, where you're at rank-wise. And of course, if you're just starting out, it'll be low, but it'll change as you progress. And then you have your overall overview, and it'll have all, which means as you play as an operator or you play as an imposter. So all is total, basically averaged out. But let's say if you just go to operator, so playing as an operator, I've played 762 raids. My extraction rate is 40% successful. And then game duration, this is the actual time you've been playing, not the time you're sitting in here selling stuff and whatnot, but the actual game time of playing. And you get that. Now if you click on imposter, it'll tell you as playing as a covert, and I'll get to that in a minute on how you get to that. I've done 39 raids. I've got a 61.5% successful extraction rate, and I've only done 5.2 hours of that. And then down here, it doesn't matter if it's all, this will stay the same. Your total elimination since you started playing, your elimination ratio, your damage per raid, well, I don't have to tell you, but you can see it. And it kind of has like a little chart. It shows like my wealth is the highest point. And I have 59 search, combat, survival. Now, on the back to the overview, you change seasons. Overview is, since I started playing, well, I happened to start playing just a week before Season 3 started. So if you click Season 3, it's not much different. It's a little bit different, but not much. Simply because, like I said, it's 160 hours of Season 3. If I go to Overview, it's 162 hours, 0.3. So I've only played 2.3 hours before Season 3 started. Season 4 will be starting soon, so then you'll have, in this section, you'll have Overview, Season 3, Season 4. So, let's see, and then, of course, we'll go from there. Up here, your battle records. It'll tell you what you've played, your last raid, your raid before that, and it'll tell you if it's a perfect raid or if you died during the raid. And you can get into more, like, let's go to this one here. It has combat report. And it'll show it won't show everybody in the team, but it'll show your personal. So for me, I 2 eliminations. I survived. The game was 14 minutes 22 seconds, and I come out with 1.7 mil. I can go to combat details, and I'll show you what I brought out that was more value. It'll show what equipment that I came out with, not what I went in with, because I went in with nothing but a knife. So this is the stuff I picked up and brought out. And this is why, and then it'll show who I eliminated. In this particular instance, they were scavs. If they were operators, I'll show you different. But in the scav, if you click the question mark, the exclamation point, it'll show the damage that I did to their equipment, and the damage that I dealt. In the same way with that one. And then it'll tell you your stats. That particular raid, I searched 27 containers. 2 of the premium containers were searched. I found 10 accessories, 8 equipment. I found 2 loot, 2 weapons, 35 miscellaneous, kilometers traveled. When I got in a fight, the body damage that I took, I believe that's what I took, not gave. No, that's what I gave. Body damage I gave, hits that I did, final strike to what I eliminated, militants or operators. Longest kill streak was 2, and then I killed one with a submachine gun. Armor durability, ammo use, precision. Precise elimination means a headshot, or a headshot would say I killed one of them with a knife to the head. That's probably where that got the precise elimination from. my overall accuracy, and my melee elimination. And then you get your XP details and see how much XP you made during that particular raid. You get XP for extraction. You get XP from opening locked doors. You get XP from eliminating people. You get an XP from a kill streak. Well, I don't have to tell you. You can read the rest of that. And so then that takes that. So now let's go back to... Oh, we don't need to do that. We'll go back to the history. Your level rewards, and that'll show you as you level up. Like, I can't... But as you level up, it'll show you your your level 1, 2, 3. Different things that unlock, like level 1, farm market. Once you hit level, I think it's level... Lockdown will, in level 12, once you're at level 12, lockdown, a valley and farm will open up. Level 13, your trophy room will unlock, and then it'll work up through there, and then as you get to that, you can check out all those. And then your merits. This basically goes by good behavior. It pretty much speaks for itself on there. Basically, trying to kill your teammates and whatnot. So I'll stop there on that one for the second. Okay, now we're back to the home screen. So I've showed you that. So now let's go to the daily missions. And this is things that you can do while you're doing your raids. It's like daily missions, and this will pop up every day. You'll get new ones, and it's just 4 different things you can do, and you get XP for every one you do. And then once you complete so many of them, you'll also, let's see, click on this, you'll get rewards, like if you do 4, 8, 12, 16. And then, so I've just got ahead of myself a little bit. If you click on this daily mission, well, actually you can do it this way as well. There's 2 different ways of getting to the same one. Is clicking on this, or go to Battle Pass. If you go to Battle Pass, this will show what you'll get as you level up on your Battle Pass. You can buy Battle Pass, or you also get free rewards as you go up through. Level 1, you complete level 1, you get this for free. If you buy the Battle Pass, you'll end up getting, so you get an extra reward, I guess is what you could say, if you buy the Battle Pass. And then it'll, you go all the way up through, and it'll, as you, scroll up through, it'll show you different things you'll get as you go. Or you go up here at the top and you click Activity Missions. And that'll still show you the daily missions that I showed you on the front page, or home page rather. And then you come down to, you click on this. It's probably more than likely when you first click onto it, it's going to just be these, it'll just see daily and weekly, you have a drop down menu. So you have the drop down menu, and it'll tell you that. And then it'll be Weekend Looter. During the weekend, once a day, you get a free draw, and you can win a gold necklace, player, gold cup. Now these are, you see they're red, so you get red items, so they'll be worth more money. Like the gold lion is like 5 mil or something like that. The red gold necklace, I think, is 2.5 mil. I can't remember now. It's been a while since I won this one. And then you get these other ones. This could be like, this is 80,000. This is 100,000 cash, gold watch, etc. You do it once a day during the weekend only. And then go over here on weekly. During the season, you'll have weekly missions. Now, we've already, all 12 weeks are opened for the season 3 because we're at the end of it. But like season 4 will come up, and there'll be weeks for season 4, and it'll say like week 1 missions, but these won't be opened yet. They'll be locked 2, 3, and 4 until the second week, then it'll be unlocked. And each week mission, you have another missions that you can complete for experience. Now, when week 1 is over and week 2 starts, you'll still be able to go back to the week 1 missions. So even like technically you started playing now, if you just started playing now and season 3 is still open, if you went into this page, you'd see all these 12 weeks, they'd all be open, and you could start cranking them out to get XP. I don't know if you'd have enough time to get all 12 weeks done before season 4 starts. I'm not exactly sure how far that away that is, and I don't know at what time you're watching this video. Season 4 might already come into play and when you're watching this video. But anyway, I digress. This is another way you can crank out some XP and get up your levels quicker, is by going into activity missions, do your dailies, and then check out your weeklies and see what weeks are open and available for you at the time. And then you'll have point store. This is, you'll win up here in this corner during you're doing your leveling through your seasons and whatnot. As you go level up, some of your rewards will be these cards. And then for these cards, you can trade them in for skin supply vouchers and whatnot. Then that in turn goes, I don't have enough, I can't show you how that works, but once you get enough of those, like I can buy this and you get it, and then you would go back to homepage, go over to storage, your bundle coupons, they would pop up in your bundle coupon, and I believe they're under normal cards, and they would be like here and here, and it'd be like skin supplies. Let's see, what else do we have to show? So you got your missions, and it'll do season missions and regular missions. And it'll go back to your season 1 missions, but you won't be able to play them. They'll be locked out because the missions are over. But you'll be able to see them anyway. But you come up to your current mission, and then you work your way through. I've already completed all mine, so well, not all of them, but most of them. And you see how this is. You have, like, this is completed. Now this one, it's locked, and it will stay locked until I complete another one. You can only do one mission per contact at a time, and I believe this one here is locked. Oh, this one is locked, I believe, until I complete this one, and then I'll go through and it'll tell you all different things on those. And then you got regular missions where it doesn't matter what the season is. And you go through and you do these missions. And as you do these missions, as you complete them, you get rewards. Like if you go through, you know, as soon as you're done with 12 missions, you'll get this, 28, 38, etc. And you'll have 38 on this season. This regular missions, you have 38 missions to complete. Season missions, there's 60 of them. For season 3, I do not know how many there will be for season 4. And that's another way of quickly getting up your levels. You don't have to go in. It's not just getting ranked or XP from raids to level up. You go in and you can do your missions, you can do your dailies, you can get XP that way. Let's see, move on. Customization. That's pretty much self-explanatory. You go in. You want, I have 2 different suits that I have bought, not with real money, but with in-game money. I managed to, while I was doing my seasons, I earned enough credits to be able to buy this Storm Arena combat suit, and then I also was able to get enough credit to buy the basic SWAT suit. I still didn't get the gear or anything with it. I didn't have enough for that. So you can buy outfits, your equipment. I did not have enough to get this one, but eventually maybe. I don't know if I like it anyway, to be honest with you. And then, of course, you can skins for your melee weapons. You get so much. You can get, like right now, I did manage to upgrade to the assault dagger. I got that by completing a mission for a season mission, and was rewarded that. And then, of course, you get, like, these you have to buy, or win by luck by a draw, which ends up spending money. Different ones. They're pretty cool, but it depends. It's microtransactions. You want to buy it, you can. You can get gloves. Okay, and then your weapons. You can get skins for your weapons. You can change your interacting. Like if you want to say, enemy sighted, need backup. While you're in raids, you can hit these buttons, and it will say computerized voice. You can do gestures. You hit the H, hold the H down, and these will come up, and then you highlight which one you want. So let's see, your gesture would be this one. As you go up through the seasons, or you get some gestures with some of the bundle packs that you buy if you buy one. So you can spray. So you also these will unlock as you go up through your missions. And then when you get, like, you can run up to wall in a raid and push down the H key, then you'd click spray, and then this window here will come up, or a selection of. You click the one you want, and it'll spray this on. It'll basically, you're tagging. So let's see, we did the spray, gestures, voice, and displays. Then you customize your nameplate. You can customize your avatar. Now your tactile file. When you first start into a raid, you'll see if you team up with somebody, you'll see this, and then you'll see these down in the corner, different little elements with stats. You can change those, and you can change a lot of this. Like okay, this is the background. I'm using this fighter now. I can change it to this if I wanted to. I want to change the frame. For Halloween, they had this one. It's the only one I have unlocked other than normal, I believe. You can change the data. So this is what I was talking about. You have all this data that comes up in the corners, and you can change them. You can say, I don't want to have my operator eliminations. I could change it to assault rifle eliminations, submachine gun eliminations, how many people I've killed by throwables, which is grenades, smallies, how many total extractions I've done, the total survival time, many different things there. The database, if I want this here, the background of these elements, I could change it to this, and so by changing the background, so I mean, I can make it a little bit different if I wanted to. I prefer to keep it by default. That's just me. And then your badges, you get certain badges for hitting certain spots. Like I've got this one here because it'll tell you over here in this corner as you highlight them. Merit reaches level 5, so I got good merit, so I got that. If I was taking 7-day recruit when they first get, like, I'm not gonna be able to get this one because this was back when it first started. And like right now, there's a beta going on for season 4, and if you complete that, I imagine they probably got a season 4 badge. So it is that. Let's go back. This year you got different events going on, so you click that tab I just did, and it opens this up. You got Winter Festival going on right now, and this window will explain what that means. Event guide, Winter Festival check-in, and these are another ways that you can, every day you come in or whatnot, you log in, you can go to this event and click on claimed, and you'll get prizes and or experience points. Another thing too is if there is something available, or let's say you log in and it's like, hey, you just got to go click on that. There'll be a little dot right here, like this. See how this little orange square is here saying, hey, there's a notification, so that I can highlight it. Well, there'll be a little square up here by event to let you know that there's something in there that you can collect, whether it's Winter Festival or whatever else they decide to do. There's more events. There's a gunslinger trial that I played this game for quite a while before I realized it was even here. It didn't come up. But if you happen to, you get season points, and you have to, like, for the PP19, you use that weapon. If you log in the one day, you get a point. And then the next time, you've got to eliminate 5 enemies with that gun. You can claim this, and then the next time you got to kill 10 enemies with that gun, and you can claim it. Same thing with the ZC807, and the same thing with the AN94. Unfortunately, once you do those 3, this is done. So I don't know when this trial is over. This particular event will be done. It's been available since I started the game, which was 3 months now. So I don't know if there is an ending to it. You can earn items by following them on X, Discord, YouTube, or Facebook. You can send in reward code redemptions and redeem them and get stuff. I have yet to do that. So if you follow a streamer that you know that plays this game a lot, they usually will offer a code. It's a one-time use. You can't go to one streamer, use their code, go to another streamer, use their code. It's a one-shot deal. And then you redeem it. There's a WhatsApp. If you link your WhatsApp, you get rewards. I don't do that. Right now, there's a Twitch drop. If you watch streams for a certain amount of time after you join, you have to connect your account to stream and whatnot. And once you do that and watch, I think it's 4 hours, you can get a skin. I have not done that either. I don't know if I will. And in here, if there's any announcements that be said, there'll be announcements underneath that tab. Okay, I think I mentioned it. I think it's level 14, something like that, you get a trophy room. Now let's see, this is what a trophy room consists of. In your trophy room, you'll have a display case. And you have to, like, I got a few things, nothing great, nothing big. You'll see a lot of other players, if you're able to go to their trophy rooms, they'll have a lot more stuff. They played a lot more than I have. But you basically have to, for example, the pager. I had to find and bring out the pager 20 times for raids before I could do this one set, right? Now, I can go to, if I want it to look like this, I've got to go in and continue bringing them out until I get 60. And then once I get 60 of them, then I can have this display look like that. Same with the lantern. I had to bring 20 lanterns out, but once I bring out 60, it'll be a different style. The carabiner was from a boss. I had to get her 10 times. That's the only way you're going to get the carabiner is off. I can't remember her name, but she's a female boss. The bosses, they're not on every map. They're not on every raid. There's something, I can't remember now what the percentage is, but it's low. It's like 20% of them, like it's 20% chance. When you get into a raid, you get a 20% chance of the boss being on there. I can tell you that sometimes you'll get, not every time, but majority of the time, when you first log into the map, you'll have one of the contacts, there'll be a text on the map, on your screen, it'll say something about, feels a little more dangerous, or there's more people, or there'll be some kind of warning to indicate that there's a boss. Depending on the boss, it depends on what the message says, but it basically is letting you know that it's more of dangerous on that particular raid than normal. So anyway, as you slowly start bringing some of this stuff out, you'll be able to have it on display. I still have a while to go before I can get some of the big stuff. I think I need 3 more deluxe tea sets before I can have that up on the shelf, which will look like something at least. I have not found a vase yet. And then some things you only got to bring out once. Like this guy. You just got to bring him out once. The helmet. Got to bring it out once. I believe the car is once as well, yeah. You got to bring this out 10 times. I have yet to see it at all. That's probably in the Forbidden or some map I haven't played at all. And Fred's Ring, he's another boss. I've only got 2. So let's say here's the thing. The boss, if you go in with a group, you go in as a team, and you guys see the boss, and you guys kill the boss, everybody in that team will get the credit for having a boss kill. However, only one person will actually get
the item that that boss has, whether it be the ring. One of them has a ring, one of them has a pocket knife, and one of them has a carabiner. And then there's another boss, and I don't know, I can't remember what they have. I don't know if it's the homemade gold. I can't remember. But anyway, only one person will actually get to have that item off that boss. But everybody in that team will be credited, like in a mission where it's like, you got to kill a boss, blah, blah, blah. Anybody in that team shoots that boss, as long as it's your team, you get credit for it. You don't have to kill the boss in that mission. You just have to be in the team that kills the boss. Now, if you go in solo, then yes, you're the one that's going to have to kill the boss. But let's see. So that was how to do that. The weapon wall. You get weapons. You have to display. You have to eliminate 150 enemies with a particular weapon before you can put that weapon up on there. I bounce around through so many weapons, and now I'm basically start out with a knife and pick up whatever I pick up. I really need to focus on one weapon, which I just haven't done. But in this, all the way down through, your submachine guns, everything is the same. You got to shoot like the different numbers. The carbines, 150 kills. And then back to the marksman is 180. The pistol is only 60. So it works. So anyway, you get the point. Your tactical dummies, you put your suits on those. Your dog tags. So if you shoot operators, they will have dog tags. Sometimes they are bot players. It took me a while to realize, but when you're first starting out and you're low level, and you get you'll shoot somebody, it'll be a rookie dog tag or whatnot. Sometimes those are bots. They're not always real players. The best way to find out on that is to go to the tag, view details, go to the tag. I'm not gonna be able to do it from here. But if you take their name and then go down to add a friend, and then you type in add a friend and hit search. If it's a real player, their tag will come up. If it says player not found, then it's a bot. So a lot of people, I collect and then you put them up here, and then once you bring out so many, it'll start changing. Let's see if I can show you the difference here. When you first bring out 10, your desk down here is just going to look like this. Then you bring out more, then the desk is going to look like this. Bring out 100 dog tags, you get more. The more dog tags you bring out, the more your field is going to go, but you still can only display 5. I think it's 250 dog tags. You can have, you have a pile, and then you have more. So it's nothing special, and then you have your display. You have to keep the 5 that you display up here, you have to keep in your storage. All the other ones you can sell. So I'm slowly going up. I collected all. As I was playing up through, I was like, oh, aces. I kept all my ace tags, and now I don't keep any. Now if I shoot an ace, I sell it. If I get a hero tag, I collect it. And then I got all 5 hero tags, so now I sell. Now I'm going for legends. If I shoot somebody that's got a legend tag, I'll save it, and then I'll replace it, and then I'll sell. But you want to dog tags take up 1 square out of each of your storage. Right here. The only ones that it's worth keeping. I got to sell that one. That one's not doing anything right now. Sell that to contact. So you just keep the ones that says placing on it. You've got to keep those. If you sell those, then I believe they disappear off your display case. If you want to keep a display case, that's up to you. So let's get back to what else was there in the trophy room. You got your badges. Doesn't really anything. They don't mean anything. Not really. It just shows your badges. I mean, half the stuff doesn't mean nothing. Living area. Now these do account for something. If you update to level 2, which I did, my energy consumption has been reduced to 30%. So if I take an energy drink, it lasts longer. or if I'm running, it lasts longer. If I drink something, my hydration consumption rate's reduced by, so I can go longer than somebody else who just started before I need to drink a glass, a can of juice or soda or energy drink, whatever else they have out there, water. And then you also have the Intelligence Center. And if anytime you click on these, you want to know what they mean or what else to do, you just click on this little symbol right here and it'll tell you what your levels and what it'll do. Like I can level 2 marked as simultaneously listings limited increase. Level 3, that shows you all that stuff. And then this is the stuff that's required to upgrade. If you don't have it and you click upgrade, it'll tell you whether or not you can do it or not. Like say I tried to and it says prerequisites have not been completed, unable to upgrade. So that means my prerequisites. Yep. Anyway, I need to bring out 20 purple or better computer parts or electronics. I've only brought 10 out. Once I get this out, then I have to have these. But say I don't own these, but I've completed this, I can hit upgrade and I'll have the opportunity to buy these. So then I have the supplies, and then it's going to cost me an extra $450,000 on top of that to upgrade. I have yet to upgrade. And then the workbench. Your workbench, there's a lot of things you can build. It still takes, level 1, 2, and 3. Now, once you get up to, I think it's level 3, you can, now this is where you can get red bullets. You can buy red bullets, you can buy, you're crafting them, so you have to spend money to craft them. Your enhancements, your treatment, there's a revive, I think it's this, I have yet to buy it, so I think it is the first aid kit, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't. One of these is basically a revive. As you get knocked down, you can heal yourself. You don't need to wait for a teammate to come rescue you. So you can just. It might be this treatment. I wish it would explain it, but it doesn't. But as I'm only myself, I'm just a level 3, and I don't even use it. Up here it tells you how much money you have, how much coin you have, workbench, and organize. Now, let's say you got everything scattered, and you just started coming, you went out on raid, you brought stuff back, like down here. See how this is all kind of messed up? If I hit organize, where did my rig go? Oh, it's up here with the other rigs. It organized, it put all the bullets in one section, all the mags. The bullets are still, if it's a mag with bullets in it, they're still loaded mags. But all your pistols in the same area, and then all your shotguns together, your assault rifles together, up through. Now, if you first started out, and you're level 5, 6, 7, 8, or something like that, and you're already run out of space in your storage. Now, there's a spot over here. This is your default storage. I have these. I've already expanded because I'm level 30 and I bought some. But you just get more storage and click that. And it will tell you that complete your missions. Now, if you have completed your missions, it should say available. Or it'll tell you to purchase an elite membership. You can buy more storage from purchase an elite membership. Or you can purchase an expansion pass to get more storage. But this is how, go to that to show. You will gain more storage as you level up in your season missions. They're rewards for storage. And then when they disappear, I have not bought anything with real money since I started playing the game. I got 6 days and 16 hours left on this one. So this bottom one here, I got 6 days left. I got that from a bundle coupon. A trial card, basic kit. Basic elite. And so you win those, you can get those as well by missions and experience points. So once a week, you get 5 quick hits. Now, as your beginner, if you're just starting out in your low level, as you work your way up doing your missions, you will also win more quick hits. Like right now, I got 2 quick hits left for the week, and you got basic set, advanced set, and premium set. I only have basic. I do not have any advanced kits or premium kits. They don't give those out unless you're leveling up through. Like, that's a reward. I think it's a season pass, or it might be the regular missions. But as you're doing the missions, once you hit a certain point, they'll give you 5 credits for the advanced set, 5 credits for the premium set. Now, the difference between the basic and the advanced versus the value of, like, okay, so let's basic, and I'm looking at the balance set, right? The set value is 100,000, but if I go to advance in the balance, now I got a little bit more, better upgraded weapons, gear, and so that's valued at 250,000. The premium, even better gear, is 500,000. Basic gear, every Monday, if you have fewer than 5 basic coupon sets, they'll be replenished to 5. So right now I've got 2. Tomorrow, if I don't use them tonight, tomorrow I get 5. It'll go back to 5. If I use them all, tomorrow will go back to 5. The advanced set, it says if you have over 10 in storage, it'll get knocked back down to 10. So say you manage to get 12. So use, basically what I'm saying, with advanced and premium, use them so you don't lose them. So if you've got 11, say you did enough season missions and whatnot, you got, say, 11 or 12 advanced quick hits, say you got 12, use those 2 so it's 10, so you don't lose those 2. In the same way with premium, except that's over 5. Use them once. So the thing with a quick kit is once you equip the kit, you can't add anything. Like once I equip the kit, I can't add another bottle of water. I can't add more bullets to this gun. Nothing. You can't do anything. You can't alter it. You got to go into your raid. Once that raid is over, and if you successfully extract with that gear, you can, now that gear goes into your storage, or you can add to that, or you can even sell it. That's up to you. Like, you could go in, I could go in with a premium set. It's worth 500,000. I got the coupons. I go in, I extract successfully. I can sell this P90 and get around 300,000 for it. So, and it was given to me to do a raid with, versus having to buy it. Or you can go in, come back out, throw it in your storage unit, and don't touch it until the next time you want to. Same way with these. Like this is 60 rounds at 2,000 a pop. So this is a quick way to make some money if you're up higher, up in the low level, and you hit that particular point in the missions where they give you these coupons for these quick kits. You can use these quick kits, and if you die, well, you didn't lose anything because they were free. But if you successfully extract, then you can sell them and build up your bankroll. At a quick glance, if you want to know how many you have over here, this will tell you this is your basic, this is your advanced, and this is your premium. And it'll also tell you your limit. Like, you can only have 15 basic coupons at one time. You can only have 10 at one time. You can only have 5 at one time. Oh, well, I'm not going to use, well, I still could go that. Let's see, quick kit. Another thing with quick kit is you can roll them, but it costs money to roll. Like, say you want to go in with, you don't want to snipe, you don't want a sniper rifle. You want to kind of go balanced, but you don't like this particular weapon. I'm going to spend the coin just for the purpose of this video, but You hit refresh, and it'll say, "You sure you want to refresh equipment? It's going to cost you 1,500." And I'm sure, yep. So it goes from AK74N to an AKS74U, and it changed a few other things. So you can change. You like I said, it's going to cost you a little bit, but you can change it and try to get a different weapon if you don't like a weapon that it shows. I can't remember now. Let's try it. No, I don't have that type anyway, so I can't even see. Okay, so advanced is going to cost $3,000. Premium was going to cost you $6,000 to re-roll. So it does get more expensive the more value of the. Okay. I just learned something on that one. What else was there? Something I was going to find here. All right, gunsmith. Basically, it's just what you think it is. This is where you buy your guns. From you got your assault weapons, rifles, all this selection to go through. Same way with the submachine guns, carbine, maxims, etc. So the only thing you do not do is your knives. If you do work up to the assault, dagger. The only thing that you cannot modify is your melee weapons. Once you, whatever you buy or whatever you win, like completing all the missions, I got the dagger versus the regular knife. I can't change the color of it or anything like that. If you buy the ice pick, none of that can be changed in, the gunsmith. But let's say you buy an assault rifle, you can assemble it. Over here in the builds, it's going to come up like this when you first click it. You can do a drop down, and it'll show you some saved your official recommendations, and these will be from certain streamers. And so you can do that, and then all you gotta do is highlight that, select it, and I don't know what this atrocity is, but okay, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't do that. I don't see the point of having 3 tactical accessories on this with beams. I don't see it. But that's me, and that would cost you $338,000. You just hit complete assembly, and then bang, that goes in your storage. Not me, but that's not. Let's see this one a little bit more. Yeah, we don't save that. We'll go to this recruit build. Okay, now this recruit build looks a little bit more practical, and that would cost you $115,000. It does have a scope. It's got a grip. That's, to me, that would be a little bit more practical than whatever I just saw on that last one. But so anyway, so that's how you, and then you, like I said, you do your complete assembly. Now you can, if you built this, you want to see what it's like, you can click shooting range. And you can test out your weapon. You can just do stationary, or up here you can do start and stop, and these guys will do some weird shit. And this screen will tell you where you hit them. I didn't even notice what this was for a gun, but anyway, so then you go up here and you shoot stop. And then over here you got your distance. Okay, that's so if I alright, I did that for reasons. See over here you got all messed up. Now if I can clear it, I can go up here. Let's see, I want to put that out 100 meters away. Zeroed at 100 meters. And you can see I hit it right there. There's that. Oh, and you can also change over here in the, like, you want to know what your guy has, and you want to change their gear. You can set your dummies up to have level 4, level 1, level 6. Like right now, basically my guys are level 4 and 4, which is the average. Once you get into forbidden and whatnot, you get people with a higher tier, but the average is 4. Let's see. Return to lobby. All right, let's go back to a different. Okay, and I think I got. Okay, so that was in contacts. Let's talk about contacts. Now you can go into contacts, and you can buy stuff or sell stuff to your contact. Now, selling to a contact doesn't take up space, and it's an instant sell. Unfortunately, it's not the same amount. Unless it's gold. Most of the time, there's a significant decrease in amount that you can sell the item for versus on the market. You can get way more money on the market than you can through a contact. But with that said, sometimes it's better just to sell the stuff. You're limited to how much stuff you can sell on market at any given time. So if you have a bunch of white ammo you want to dump, you might sell for less, but you sell it to your contact versus tying up all those, or food. Like say you got a bunch of biscuits or beef stew or something you want to just dump and get rid of. Instead of taking all that valuable space that you could be putting a high-end helmet on the market for, but you can't because you just took up too much space with white bullets and white ammo and food. You can sell that other stuff, the cheap shit, to the contacts where you're going to get less money, but it's not going to, even if you sell it on the market, it's not making that much. You just want to get rid of it. You sell it to your contact and leave your valuable space on the market for more valuable goods. You can also sometimes get good deals buying stuff. Like Deke right now, it says limited time items. So let's go to him. I'll hit the purchase and see what he has. So let's get limited time items. So if I have a bag of fertilizer, I could trade that bag of fertilizer in for this LUC expandable tactical backpack. But I don't have that. But if I click on it, it'll tell me how much it would cost me to buy. It'd be 91. Right now, it costs me $91,000 to buy 3 bags of fertilizer to get this backpack. Well, let's see. How much is this? If I go up here to magnifying glass, it will tell me how much it's selling right now on the market. 121,000. So I buy it for 91. I'm saving this much money in difference. But at the same time, I could also buy that backpack and turn it on, throw it on marketplace. And if it does sell, I make $30,000. So you could make money by buying some of this stuff from the limited items, which I've done in the past on a few things. And if you did have the bag of fertilizer already from extraction, it happened to be in your storage unit, in your storage locker or whatever you want to call it, then it would be even more money you'd make because you didn't buy the bag of fertilizer, you had it. Let's see, while I'm right here, let's see if there's anything I can make $1 on. There's only 12 items that are updated. So I can make 30 grand on this one. It cost me 145,000. About 40 grand on that one. Nothing's jumping out at me right yet. 18,000. Okay, so that one might be worth it. So let's go back. All right, so and now I'm going to sell it on the market. Listed on the market for 57. Now you have to pay a fee. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but let's see. What do I want to sell here? What do I have that I can sell extra? All right, let's sell this just for the heck of it. The selling price is $10,399, but I will only receive $9,673 because they charge me with a handling fee and a management fee. I believe it goes up. Yeah, the longer I list it, the higher it goes up. The management fee, the handling fee didn't change, so then I'll just sell it. If I was to sell it, I'd hit list. I'm not going to sell it because I don't have to, but I can show you what I wanted to show you without doing it. I'd rather not sell that. I'd rather use it. And then over here, it shows everything that I have up for sale at the moment, and it tells you how many total I can do at the moment. I can do 10 more because I got the intelligent level up higher. If I level it up again, I can sell a couple more. Listed this week, you can list 1,000 items in a week. I listed 104. It'll show a history of all the things that you listed, whether it's sold or not. And then this here will like unpurchased. It'll show recently purchased. What equipment you bought is, all that stuff, which is kind of cool in itself. Anyway, there's probably a few other things in here I could probably make $1 at. Like, let's see, that is 21,000. 35. It's not much. 69,000, and it's worth 51. Yeah, I'd lose money on that one. Injection, 10,000. Yeah. All right, so you don't make money on everybody. That's why you got to be cautious on what you do. And that's only on, now these other ones, these are your normal everyday sales that you can buy off him. Don't even look about trying to make $1 on those. It's usually just the limited ones because those are the ones that do the sales. And then this here will show, like, Joel, he sells weapons and ammo. Evita, she's offline, so you can't do anything with her at the moment, but she's med kits, provisions, grenades, and containers. They basically highlight them. They'll tell you what each person sells and which person don't. Rodriguez, I'm assuming Rodriguez is going to come in with Season 4 because he's a new name and it says stay tuned. So, let's see. I've already pretty much, through contacts, I explained what market was. If you want to buy something, that's your favorites, personal helmets, if you want to buy. So recently purchased under here. Now you go into here. If you want to buy something, you buy your helmets. You can come up here. This is a way to save a few bucks. Let's say you got a helmet and you want a level 4 tactical right here. But you don't have, you're just starting out. You're only level 4 or 5, whatever. 6, maybe even 10. But you just don't have the extra 54,000 for a helmet. You can come up here. Now remember, this is 54,200. Let's click like new. Now it's 29,900. Now it's 30 out of 35. New is 35 out of 35. So you've lost 5 units out of it, but look at the drastic amount of, right? Or you can buy worn. Now that's 23,000. Now it's 24 out of 35. Now watch what happens. 24 out of 35. I decide to buy it at that amount. Oh, it changed on me. That happens. The market is always paid 4,000 more than I expected. That's okay. The price is always fluctuating. Now let's go back to storage. Now it's 24 out of 24. Right? So even though when I bought it, it was 24 out of 34, it took that top. So now this is considered, it's still, still going to take some hits, and it's still better than a 3. So, the first couple, you're not going to take as many hits as a new one, but you can still take a couple hits to the head, and it's going to defend you just as good as it did as that $54,000 one. It just ain't going to be able to take 10 hits to the, 10 shots to the head. It might only take 5 shots to the head. but it's enough to get in there. It's going to take one shot better than a level 3, or one shot better than level 2. And now you take this and you add it. Let's see, link search. Now you buy a mask to put on it, right? Let's purchase a mask. Go back to storage. Now we got a mask we can put on there, and now we've got. Let's see, I gave 10,000 for that and 20 something. So now I've got 30 something thousand, 35,000. And I've got myself a helmet that's got a face shield on it. And I'm just as good as I would have been spending the, what would have been 50,000 for it new. Yeah, 54,000. So it'd been 64,000. I got out of it for 30 something thousand. So I saved some money. And then you can go down through. You can do the same thing with a lot of stuff as far as the new, and worn. You can buy some of the stuff off the contact. It'll be cheaper. On some things are cheaper. Sometimes it's cheaper to buy the weapons from your contact, but that's something to compare it to if you got the extra time to compare your prices by going into contacts, looking at what they sell. We got face masks and gas masks and hearing. Let's see. I didn't see who's selling the helmets. Deke selling helmets. Okay, so you got a helmet pop up here that's a level 4. A couple that's in his limited time supply. But let's see, outside of that, he does as well here. So sometimes you might be able to buy some of these cheaper through him. Let's, for example, this particular one is 43,000. If you was to buy it on the market, it'd be 61,000. That's new, so you're already saving a few bucks by buying it by him. So there's that. Now you go up on market, and I already showed you the selling. Is you go in and you can sell anything you have. Now, one thing I notice is when you sell a gun. Let's see, we'll sell this one. I don't want that gun anyway, but it breaks it apart. Breaks it all apart. It still ends up being the same amount, but you can say, oh, I decided I don't want to sell the ammo. You can say it cannot be sold. Well, it can't be on this particular one because there's only 5 in it, and it has to be a certain amount. So I'll just sell it. And unfortunately, it breaks down. It doesn't. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces it took up instead of 1 space, which kind of sucks. But you can't. I have not figured out how not to do that. If anybody watching this knows, let me know in the comments below. That way, it'll not only helping me, but helping the other people watching this video as well. Okay, so we've got that part. Just kind of how to work around the main screen. I mean, these are the obvious down here. You got a team. How you can find a team lobby. You can apply, try to see if you can get in if you want to. If somebody sends you a team code, you punch that in and they join. It'll automatically join into that team. You can go to team invitations. If somebody's already asked you, you can request. All right, so I did that one. Your friends list, recommended. These are people who they recommend simply because of you can select like my time, like I'm in the morning, afternoon, evening, all day, usual dates, and what rank you want, and then it'll recommend players. Um, close that one out. You got chat, you got world chat, you got friend chat. So if you just in your friend chat, if somebody wants to type back and forth to you, that's in the friends. Your mail, I've only got one rented. Let's see, that's just cash. I'll take it. Somebody bought my wire. Good. Oh, okay. You get your maps. Now, this is your map of your farm, and it doesn't matter if it's normal, lockdown, or forbidden. It's the exact same layout. You want to know what your map just kind of gives you an overall feel of what the maps look like. It tells you roughly where some of these things are. There's a safe. Like this will tell you where there's a safe. So you're not completely running blind. There's a safe there. There's a safe. All the places where there's a safe. It does not show you where the spawn points or the extractions are, unfortunately. But you got your maps to each. Your valley, Northridge, and then this even breaks it down more so because once you get into the hotel, Northridge floor, first floor, it's like the hotel is like more like a compound because it's 3 different buildings. 4 buildings actually, A, B, C, and D. I was thinking this was 1, but no, they break it down in 2. They stairway in between the 2 separates them. And then that's the first floor, second floor, third floor. And then peripheral, which is the whole map. So that's kind of cool when they do that. I think that's the only one that does it. No, Armory does. Forgot about that. Because Armory is outside of everything, and then this is basically Armory is where everything majorly happens generally. But it extended out to here so that if you don't want to go in, this is where a lot of PvP happens because it's tight borders. But if you don't want to go in that, you have other ways. You can come out here, you can loot. As you can see, there's safes. Well, it's strong box. That's a strong. Well, it has a time. This isn't called a safe. It's a strong box, but I believe that's the same one that there's like a countdown that you got to open up. Yeah, see, you'll need to wait for the countdown to unlock it. Well, same way with over here. There's another strong box. Now there's a safe there. Shows you. And then this one I think is that's the. I already did that one. And so, your armory, you have a basement, first floor, second floor. You actually first floor is what you come in when you come out from outside into the armory. You're on the first floor. Then you find your stairs, and you'll go down to the basement or up to the second floor, which the second floor is here. And then over in here. You just kind of work. It's more like a staging per se. It's not a complete floor. It's you come up and around, and you can shoot down onto the main floor. In your basement is over here, and there's an extraction point in this corner. But you have to over here somewhere. I think there's a switch you have to throw. Well, on the second floor in the control room, you have to throw a switch that will activate your extraction point. And then TV. TV, you got 2 floors on TV of the map. So it gives you a small idea of what's going on there. Tutorial does help to a degree as far as like your injuries, what the debuffs, which meds help with what. So I won't get into that. That's pretty much all the way down through. We'll roughly tell you what you need to do. Storage helps with storage, your systems, management fees. Kind of already covered that a little bit. Maps and modes. I kind of covered some of that. And then basic gameplay. This is kind of comical at best to watch. Different ones. It does show you, it does have a point, but it is kind of comical. And then, of course, you have your settings that if you want to exit the game or you want to change any of your controls or anything like that. So then let's go back to home base. So now that we pretty much covered everything we can cover, other than going into fight, like I said, once you're in storage, you go through here and you grab your stuff. Let's say you don't have anything. You need to buy everything. If you click on that, a quick way of just clicking on that, it'll come over and it'll show you what you own, which is what items you have in storage, or what items are in market real quick. So I don't have a headset. I want to buy a headset real quick. Then I would click equip. Body armor. I'd find some body armor that I wanted, and I would click equip. Same way with the rig. This shows you what's in storage, what's not. Let's say I didn't have anything in storage. I need to buy something real fast. That's something small. Backpack. Let's say I didn't own anything. I come down through. I can buy this from a contact. So now I have all this, right? Now this is for face cover. That basically means gas mask, which it'll tell you, like, this is a good example. When I'm wearing this helmet, I can't wear a gas mask. Nothing's compatible with it, with this particular helmet. There are other helmets out there that you can wear a gas mask with and a face shield, but this one is not one of them. And so in that case, when you go up to it, it'll tell you conflict, meaning you can't buy it. I can click all I want. It's not going to happen. I could, if I wanted to buy my weapons, I could click here and it says what's in storage, and I could come down and it's what's in storage. There's nothing, there's no room because I have so much in my storage. There's no room for a market, apparently. Same way with a pistol. Your knife, you're not going to have anything in there because you already have that on you. So you would buy this stuff. I'm not going to because I don't want to buy it. So I'm going to click cancel. But you would buy this and it would automatically equip that stuff. So then that stuff you just bought, when you'd go back to this screen, it would be here. You'd have the headset, the body armor, and all that stuff. Now, let's say, now I need to buy my consumables. I can come here. Oh, let's go this route. This is another way of doing it. But I was hoping that would show something different, but it's not. I can't. I got too many guns in my storage. So I would have to go and buy a weapon. Right. So let's just say I bought this gun. Right. Actually, you know what? Let me do something that needs magazines. Say I bought this gun. 0 out of 30. It does have one mag. For this particular reason, I'm just going to unload the mag. Like I didn't have a mag with it. For some reason, it just didn't come with a mag. I can come down to, to do this real quick, I can come down to config items. And it'd be like, okay, so my primary weapon, I need a mag. So I buy 2, it's, now see this little house right here? Whoop. See that little house right there? It says 1. That means I have 1 mag in storage. So if I click 2, I'm only buying 1 mag, but it will equip me pull that out of storage. So now all this ammo is compatible with my rifle. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to buy. I've got 333 of these in storage. If I just click it once, it'll automatically give me enough bullets to fill all mags I have already in my gun. Let's say one was missing. There was a mag in my gun, and I still bought 2. That would be 3. If I clicked that once, it would say 90. It would fill all my mags up. And then I come down. If I want to buy a grenade, smoke grenade, stuns, whatever I want. Let's say I buy a Molly. Buy an energy drink. Buy something to drink and something to eat in case I get hungry out in a raid. Sometimes I'm out in the raid longer than I want to be. Buy a couple meds, a couple surgical kits. It's going to cost me $27,500. well, let's see. Let's painkillers. It's not going to change anything because I have one of those in the storage unit as well. I click that. Not enough space. Oh, because I don't have. That's right. I do not have a backpack, so I need to address that. Let's do that. Let's equip one of these. All right, let's try that again. So I buy a couple of those, a couple of mollies, that, an energy drink, surgical kit, a bandage, a couple med packs. Now we'll go with the milk, and let's go with beans. So it's 34,000. So I bought some different things than the first. So that I do that, and I pop up, and now I've got everything I need. Now I can move stuff I want. So items, quick use settings. Now, let's say my beans were in my backpack. It won't let me put them down here. Only items usable from your pockets or chest rig can be placed for quick bar. This is your pockets, and this is your chest rig. So I'm going to put my beans back here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my mollies right there. So now if I hit my number 5 key, that's equipped and I can throw them. My energy drink, I want to pop that before I get into a fight. I'm going to put that in 8. And so now when I'm in a raid, if I know I'm getting ready to get in a battle and I want a e-drink or energy drink, see, it should detail so you can see what it is. It's sedated, unaffected by pain for the last 240 seconds. So this is ideal to pop right before you think you can get into combat. That way that you don't really have any no flinching. Somebody shoot, you're unaffected by pain. You get shot, no big deal. For 240, after the 240 seconds, you're gonna freaking feel the pain. It's gonna hurt like hell, and you're gonna might bleed out, or depends on how bad you got shot up. But you're not gonna flinch. You're not gonna be able all of a sudden go slow motion and can't see shit. And so I do that with a quick hotkey, which is 8. If I'm in a gunfight, step around the corner. Some people do grenades and they'll put the grenades in, but I'd rather I go with the burning because there's no countdown. As soon as it hits, it's fire. With a grenade you throw, sometimes the person has a chance to run out of the area unless they're stuck in a room. And then there's places for more too. Like if I wanted to put my painkiller pills in number 7 wanted to pop a painkiller, or wanted to quickly do a med kit like real fast. But you'll see while you're in the game, if you have these in your pockets or your rigs, if you get injured and whatnot, there'll be a hotkey down here. It'll be the V key, I think it is, and it'll tell you, like, if you're thirsty, it'll show an icon of a drink. If you have a drink in your rig or whatnot, and it's like if you hit the V, it'll drink, or it'll, start repairing you. So you don't really need to put the med kit in a hotkey down here or the pain pill. These are more like for grenade throwable, stuff like that, or the energy drink that you want to take before you get hurt. Alright, let's get out of this. You can do a preset build. I have not done that myself, but you basically go and you put your whatever gear in here that you want, and then save it as a custom build. These are your basic recommended builds in advance. So this is what the computer suggests. And so my advanced, just to do this advanced setup is going to cost me $379,000. A basic, $174,000. I just never do it. I probably should. I just never do it. Be way faster. And then, or you can go in and you can customize, and once you customize, you save as a custom build, and then, you got whatever you get. So that. Okay, I think I covered all that. Let's see, what else? Let's say now you're gonna fight. You want to get in and go against somebody. So you're level 1, level 2. You haven't done this yet. You don't know what you haven't played it yet. So you hit the enter. You've got all your gear that you're gonna fight with. Now you can go into normal, and it'll show you two. These are the only two maps you have option right now: farm and valley, because you haven't leveled up high enough. You select farm, then you say select map. It's not going to let me go in right now because I could if I wanted to, but it's going to tell me I don't have any chest armor. And so if you tried to start, it's going to say combat supply era chest armor. You need this open storage to get the chest armor. Debuff severely active. I can ignore it, continue, and continue go in, but you wouldn't want to go in with just headgear, no armor, starting out. So also over here, you got activate rank points. You're going to want to activate your rank points. You're just starting the game. You want to get your rank starts cranking up. So you want to activate rank points. Me, I'm level 30. I'm in normal. I'm not going to get any rank points. Auto match. This is up to you. Auto match is if you do not select that and you just all by yourself and you hit start, you're going to go in solo. But if you do auto match, you hit start and it's going to wait and it's going to try to get other players to join you. You still might end up going solo. That's not always guaranteed you're going to have a partner or a teammate or 2 or 3 teammates. But if with auto match, it gives you a better chance of having a teammate. Low ping preference. That's going to basically, if matching with only low ping raids may increase matchmaking time. Continue. So if you just want to try to go in with other people with matching ping as you have, and so it plays a little better, you got that. Loot priority. You click the exclamation point, it'll tell you what that is. All that insists. Basically, in a nutshell, that means if you shoot shooting scavs doesn't matter. But if you shoot an operator or a scav operator, or you can loot instantly, but somebody else will come up and they'll have to wait like 300 seconds. But if the two of you both shoot at that person and you put the fatal bullet in, you'll get instant access, but that other guy might only have to wait 15 seconds because he put in just as many bullets but didn't get the fatal shot. So he won't have to wait that full 300 seconds or whatever it is. As say you got a third teammate that didn't even see the guy and he comes over, he's got to wait the full. Now that's good and bad. Let's say you go to loot the guy and there's nothing in it you want, but yet your teammates don't have much. You can run off and they got to sit there wait 300 seconds, or you can be like, oh hey, you can just pick up the stuff and just discard it on the ground. Pick it off the body and throw it on the ground. And as soon as you do that, then the other teammate can pick it up instantly. Once it's removed from the body, they can pick it up. So if you're playing with people that you want to keep playing with, or friends that you just guys came in and you forgot the loot priority was on, or whatever, and you're like, oh, I didn't care. You could loot whatever you wanted. When you realize loot priority is on, you can just take the stuff off and throw it on the ground so everybody else can grab at it really quick and continue on, because sometimes waiting 300 seconds, that can get you killed. Even a minute, even just waiting in one spot for a minute can get you killed if there's a lot of gunfire and gunplay. So that's just something to think about. And then you can just show the outfit. That's if you have a certain suit or whatnot that you want it to be shown or don't want it to be shown. This here will basically tell you what it means. Disable show outfit to view current equipment without affecting your in-raid appearance. And then configure gear and configure. So that's that. Now let's get back to what else do we have besides just. And you got lockdown zone, forbidden zone, and solo. Solo is just what it is. You do not have teammates. You're going in, but there's only in solo you only have 2 maps that you can choose from. Forbidden zone. You've got to, like I said, you got level 30, I think it is, before that'll open up. There's 4 places you can go on that one. Like right now, I don't know why this has got the highlight on it. I'm not sure what that means right now. But I can earn points, rank points on this map. Limited time events. As you're doing your missions, you'll win cards like tickets. Let's go back so I can show you what the ticket looks like. Oh, let's see. All right, Arena Pass. I got too many other crap seasonal ticket things going on right now. So you get Arena Passes, and it's an entry pass for Team Elimination, Team Deathmatch, Arsenal, and Arsenal Shuffle. So as you collect those, you can turn around and use them to go into the limited time event, the Arsenal Shuffle. Secure Ops you do not need. You don't need card to get into Secure Ops. I'll tell you what that is in a minute. But this one here, it's a... Whoop, I did not have to click it. I needed to highlight it is what I wanted to do. 4x4 team deathmatch. You'll receive a random weapon upon being revived. The team that reaches the required number of eliminations first wins. No items will be lost in defeat. You don't loot anything. This is basically PvP. It's straight up just shoot the other guy. I mean, you can loot stuff, but don't. You don't make any money. It's ticket required, gear restricted, team deathmatch, and instant respawns. Now, Secure Ops, just as it said, in this mode. Oh no, I'm sorry, there is ticket required. I didn't think there was ticket required in that one. That's strange. I've never used it, but I know you have to spend money. It's like, I think it's 20K. Equipment value restriction. So, and no gear loss. Now that is true. Now what happens with this is, like, in this mode, even if you fail to extract, you won't lose any gear. Supplies you bring out will be converted into coin. So if I go in, keep this in mind, Secure Ops, go back to storage. With this, what I have here, right? Let's what I already own. Well, I thought I already owned it. Guess I don't own any. I'll be damned. Alright. Throwing money left and right. Okay. So I'm going in and I've got this for gear. I've got helmet, hearing, body, headset, armor, chest rig, backpack. I go into Secure Ops. I got my rifle. I got my mags. I go in, I get shot, I die. I come back out. What am I not going to have? I'm still going to have my helmet. Still going to have my headset, my rig, my backpack, and my body armor. And my 2 mags. However, and my rifle. However, my rifle will be empty. No bullets. My mags will have no bullets. All my consumables, my surgical kit, my beans, my med pack, my medical kit, all that's going to be gone. I'm going to lose all consumables. But you don't lose your gear. Now let's say I go in there and I loot 100,000. Like, once you get in there, it's like you're looting stuff and you look up your value, and up here in the corner it's going to tell you your value is 100 and something thousand. You've looted, you pull something out, it's 100,000. Well, when you extract, you're going to get a thing in the mail, and they're going to give you, because like it said, all items will be changed into coin. What they don't tell you is it's not a 1-for-1. It's a limited. Supplies you bring out will be converted into coin. Yes, but what they don't tell you is, you say you looted $100,000 worth of loot, you might only get $25,000 in coin. There is the loot isn't valued as high as non-secure ops, and that's kind of the trade-out. Well, you're not risking losing your gear, so then you're not going to get as big of a reward. But it is a good place to go for your missions. Like, you need to shoot so many operators, you need to shoot so many players with a certain weapon you're not used to, like a light machine gun. It's the most expensive gun you have at the level that you're at, and you're like, holy cow, I got to spend this much for a light machine gun if I want to do that mission. Well, you don't want to go in and get wiped out and have to buy 5 or 6 light machine guns. You just buy it that one time, go into secure ops, try to get the kills you need. If you die, you die, but you don't lose your weapon. It justifies the mean. You might not make as much money if you successfully extract, but it offsets, and it's a good place to go to do those missions. Now, secure ops will have 2 spots: TV station and armory. And as you can see right now, armory, at the time of this video, armory's locked, TV station is not. So I can go in and play. Secure ops does not do both at the same. They alternate back and forth. So right now, if you want to do secure ops, it's TV station. Next week, I think it's next week or next 2. No, it's either 2 weeks, one or 2 weeks at a time. Anyway, this will open up. Okay, the 2nd, January 2nd. So it's 2. Okay, so it is a little stretch. It's next week. So this armory will open up next week, and TV station will be locked down. Let's see, anything else that I forgot that I can think of? Okay, shooting range. We've already kind of went over that by going through while looking through the gunsmith, going into shooting range. You can get there by doing this. Say you already got the weapon you want to practice, you can click this one and it takes you to shooting range. Covert ops. Covert ops is exactly what you'd think it is. It's into the raid with a random equipment, play as a militant, and search for remaining supplies on the battlefield. So, when I click this button, I can either go in Valley or Farm. So I click Farm. And this is what I'm going in with. This is me. All I got is a shotgun. I don't think I have anything else. I got my knife. He's right there on the back. I got a leather jacket. I got a shotgun. I don't have a chest rig, but this does have pockets in it, so I probably got I got some ammo for my shotgun. I probably don't, knowing this, I'm not gonna play it, but probably once you go in, I'll show you what you have. But no helmet, obviously. The leather jacket is pretty much a chest rig, and it is in the space. There's no body armor, no face shield. It's, so you're just going in with this. So you're going in looking like a scav, very limited weapons. Luckily, you didn't have to buy this weapon. So you go in, you're running around. Now, other scavs will not shoot at you unless you shoot at them. If you start the map and you're running in and you can, hear the scavs running, hey, what's out there? Somebody there. They'll just look. They might say something like, kind of crazy out there, isn't it? Or something along those lines. The dialogue is kind of strange from time to time. But they won't shoot, and you just continue on your way. Now, you also got to keep in mind there are other people in this game playing covert operation as well. So they might look like a scav, but they're another actual player. So they might shoot you. So you got to maybe. So anyway, you go around and you loot. Well, obviously you're going to have to try to shoot operators. If they're going to think you're a scav, not see you shoot them, or shoot other whatever, and gather a backpack. So you got no backpack. You need to kill somebody to get a backpack or a chest rig with more space. With covert, you don't have that secure case. So this is why I don't really place. I'd rather go in knives only with a regular operator player, because I have my secure case. So if I pick up something of value, I can stick it in my secure case, and even if I die because I don't have the right equipment, I still come out with money. But that was an oversight on the game developers at the time. But this is for people who don't have any money, didn't realize about the knives 0 to hero option, but they played They use their quick kits. They burnt through their cash. They don't have any money. This doesn't cost anything. You click a couple of buttons and you go in as a scav with whatever gun. I'd be actually lucky to go in with this, because sometimes they'll just send a scav in with a pistol. That's all you've got is a pistol. And then you work your way up, and then you say that's how you try to build your bankroll up. You get in, you loot some, and you get out. And then whatever money. Now, with that said, I go in, this gun didn't cost me anything, but if I'm successfully extract, I can use this gun anytime or sell it. The problem with covert is once you die or extract successfully, there's a cool time. There's a cooldown time. I can't remember how long it is. 10 minutes? Something like that. I can't remember exactly how far. There's many reasons people play it, but the main reason I don't is I'm not a fan of the cooldown. And the fact that you could go through, spend the whole time, the rest of the game. Oh, you also go in the last, I think it's when the timer hits 25 minutes. So I think it's like the last 25 minutes. You don't go in at the start of the game. You kind of go in towards the end of the game or whatnot. 20 or 25 minutes. I can't remember. They changed it, I think. But you go in, a lot of the stuff is already looted. A lot of the operators that are going in for the big stuff, they've already gone in and left, unless they're trying to clear the lobby of shooting everybody. If they're going in for PvP, they're still in, but if they're going in just to hit the safes, they're usually in and out by the time covert guys are in. You manage to pick up something of value, you don't have no space to put it in, so you got to leave it. Or you finally get enough to carry it, and then somebody takes you out, you've lost that. You don't have a secure case to put it in. A lot of cons versus pro. The pro is it doesn't cost anything and you start out with a weapon. And I can't really recommend the 0 to hero for new players. You got to play a little bit, but some people try it, don't like it, and they go in and they prefer to do covert. So I'm not going to try to sway either or. So there's that. Let's see, what else is there? I do know there's a cooldown after the fact. I think that's pretty much it right now. If I can think of anything else to add, I'll make another video on those separate video to touch upon that. But I do know of a couple. This video was made intended for a couple of people I know, but I'm just going to share it with everybody that's just starting the game. And they looked at the front of it and it was like it's kind of overwhelming, so I'm trying to walk them through it. It did make this video a little longer than anticipated. I did a lot of stuttering and ums and ahs, but that's just how it is. Definitely not feeling on top of my game health-wise right now. I don't know if it's cold going around, but I'm doing the best I can. Well, I haven't been on for a while. But with that said, guys, I'm going to end it here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.